This is the Champion RK-25C repair kit for the classic actuators from before 2004 with the flat diaphragm. Now in this kit, it's going to include 4 total red fiber gaskets, 4 rubber O-rings, the diaphragm support washer, 2 rubber seats, 3 brass screws, one of which being your bleed screw, and then of course your diaphragm. Now, it's not a part, but also included with the box is going to be this little paper slip. Now, it may not look like much, but it also has a lot of helpful information on it. With the front, you've got your item number, the models, and what it fits, and of course the Champion branding. Then on the back side, you've got an exploded view or parts breakdown of that valve and actuator, showing where these parts are going all the way up from your first screw all the way down to those seat washers and fiber gaskets. And we're going to take a closer look at each item included in the kit, starting with the diaphragm. Now with the diaphragm, it's going to have that hole through the center and holes all around the outer edge. These holes are for, I don't believe it shows it in the parts breakdown, but around the top of it here, you can see these little screws. Those holes are for those screws for the top of the actuator. Go back down, plug onto the base. And then our fiber gaskets. Now they are a fiber material, so be very, very careful not to pinch or bend them because they will crack. And then our seat washers, we've got one larger one, and then one a little bit smaller. We kind of have a little lip right here on the bottom sides. And of course that hole you see right there through the center. And then our support, diaphragm support washer, on the bottom side it's got these little cutouts, and then the hole through the center, and that little oval shaped piece that helps it kind of hook in there, hold that thing sturdy. And the 4 rubber O-rings, pretty small, hard to see a lot of them. This is actually going to be your bleed screw here, or bleed washer. So that goes right onto the end of that bleed screw. It'll fit around those threads, go down to the bottom. Now we can go ahead and get a couple dimensions, starting with the diaphragm and working all the way through. So outer diameter first of the diaphragm gasket, you can see it's right at about 3 3/4, almost 3 3/4. It's just shy. And then the inner diameter right there at that hole through the center should be right at 1/4 of an inch. And then these red fiber gaskets, it's hard to tell on camera, but these 2 are the same size and these 2 are the same size. So with the fiber gaskets, of course, I'm only going to measure 1 of each. Now starting with the larger one, going outer first. Outer diameter is going to be right at about 1 inch and 5/8, with an inner just shy of 1.5 inches, probably right at about 1 inch and 3/8, maybe more. It is right there on the edge. And then the smaller one, of course, outer first, right at about 1 inch and 3/8, and then going to inner, right at about 1.25 inches, just shy of 1.25 inches. Then going to the larger of the 2 seat washers. Outer diameter is going to be right at about 1 inch and 1/8, with an inner of right at 1/4 of an inch. And then the smaller outer diameter will be right at about 7/8 of an inch, maybe just over, could be right at about 15/16 even. And then inner diameter will be right at 1/4 of an inch as well. Then go into our diaphragm support. Do an outer diameter across the base here. It'll be right at 1 inch and 1/8 on that outer. And then an inner diameter. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but you can see there's kind of an internal lip down here in this hole. This inner diameter I'm going to measure inside of that lip. It's going to be right at 1/4 of an inch. And then go into our brass screws. We've got our blade screw over here on the left. We'll kind of separate it. These two right here, this is going to be your upper, and this is the lower brass screw. You can see it right here in this breakdown. One there, and then one down there on the bottom. So starting with the longer one, it does have a hex head, and of course those external male threads in that hole all the way through the middle. Outer diameter is going to be right at about 3/8, maybe just over. And then total length, make sure I line it up as close as I can, right at about 3/4 of an inch there in length. Then on the shorter screw, still same thing, hex head. This one has a flat head slot right there in the bottom, or head. And then same hole all the way through the center. So outer diameter of the head, right about 3/16. And then total length, right at just over, my apologies, just over 3/8 of an inch. And then our bleed screw. Now the bleed screw's got these little dimples all the way around the side of the head, and then that hole through the side, and then a very small set of male threads here at the end. But then once again, we've got that familiar hole through the middle. So outer diameter of the head, going to be right at about 3/8. And then total length, we're going to be right at about 5/8. Now, the rubber O-rings, these two right here, are going to be the same size. Other than that, they're all different. So these two are together. Outer diameter, I'm going to get it as close as I can, that way I can show. Hopefully it'll focus on it if it would stop sticking to my fingers. There we go. So outer diameter, we're right at about 3/8 of an inch. And then that inner diameter is right at 1/4 of an inch. And then this one right here, it's very similar to the size of this one, but if we take a really close look at them, we can tell that this one on my left here is a lot, I guess you could say, thicker than this one here on the right. So we're going to start with this smaller, thicker one. Outer diameter, same thing as that other one that we measured. Outer diameter is just at 3/8 of an inch. And then inner, it's going to be just under 1/4, probably 2/16. And then the largest of the O-rings, outer diameter, is going to be right at just over 3/8, and about 5/16. And then inner diameter is going to be over 1/4, right at about 4/16. And once again, this is the Champion RK-25C repair kit.